Right. F1.
Today morning we have a session on business model canvas, a strategic management template used for developing new business models helpful for any entrepreneur and documenting the existing ones. It offers a visual chart with elements describing various elements. To know more about it, today we have with us Mr. Himanshu B, founder of Everything Recycles. Everything Recycles is a technology startup who are into waste management and recycling, connecting vendors with customers. Sir has worked at various capacities. He is the founder of Everything Recycles Bangalore, mentor of change of Atal Innovation Mission, head Environment Council Vision Karnataka Foundation, mentor Set the Himalayas, co-founder Integrated Sustainable Awareness Foundation. Also, Sir had been associated with Dell EMC as India-led facilities, regional manager at South Smeeder Electric, and assistant food and beverage manager, The Meridian Bank. Sir can be approachable for services including educational consulting, environmental consulting, management consulting, career development, executive coaching, leadership development, public speaking, and so on. Sir, thank you so much for accepting our invitation today and being with us. I request our HOD ma'am, Dr. Sheila, to give away memento as a token of love and affection. Ma'am.
I think, can you also come in the front, please?
Back.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay. Guys, come in the front, please. Don't sit in the back. We have interaction, lot of interaction, so I want you to. The front row is empty. Come, guys. Okay, if you are running a startup, you have to face a lot of people. Inconveniencing people, customers, vendors, partners, troubling people. Come, face. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Hill, for inviting me here. Okay. I try to keep it simple. I basically try to share you my experience, during this entrepreneur journey. So, Lean Business Canvas is we have chart papers here. How many numbers are there? How many people are there? Thirty-five. 35 means we can make a group of 7. Okay. How many factors are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I want 7. I want you to lead team. So you choose your 4 or 5 students. We'll do some exercise because otherwise it will become more of a theory class. Okay, we'll share experiences how to do about it. So let's divide this thing into a group of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 8 rows are there. So maybe you can choose your team of 5 people. You choose your team. I'm giving you the liberty. But 5 should be there. 5. Then somebody is coming, then we'll distribute among them. Okay. Come on, guys. Man, please choose your team, please. Guys, come on, get up. I think all of your friends. See. Mix up. No friendship here. Come. No friends together. Okay? No friends together. Don't intermingle over here. These 3 ladies are friends. Please. Guys, get up. Please. No more friendship. Okay? Guys, get up. I think all of your friends here. Please intermingle with other teams. Come. Okay, that is fine. Are you in your team now? Sir, how many? Who are these 2 people? So come and join here, na? Come in the front row.
Zoom link you created?
Come with Suni ma'am.
YouTube.
No, where is Mani Prakash? Zoom link. Create a Zoom
How many
link.
people are here?
You will be the host. You will be here, no? You will be the host and share the link with me. Time you keep it as 1:45. Huh?
No, Mama, no friendship here.
No, we don't know as well. We don't know. I'm not teaching them.
It's okay, but you should pick. But these 2 are friends, huh?
No, they're students.
Yes.
They're different students and different class.
But you're friends, huh? No friendship. Shift it, please.
Mani Prakash is taken.
Who's your leader there?
చేస్తాను జూమ్ ఉంది కదా
Sir, your team. Your faculty here, sir. So you choose another team, sir, please. That's right. Sir, who is the faculty now? Please raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who is their faculty? 6. So sir, you choose your team. Pull out one people from the team. Ma'am, please say, please. You also go there, that's it. Sir, you sit down here. And you. Let them go there. Sir, you sit here only. Ma'am, that's it. Okay, you pull out from there. Equal distribution. Okay, Teddy, you go to the map. Papa, this is all teamwork. In startup, you have to do all this juggling. It's not easy. That's an exercise. You go that side. Sir, you choose your people. You pull out people, please.
Boys, you come.
You put a finger and say you come here, like that. That ma'am is there.
Side.
With the ma'am.
I'll capture.
No, these two faculties are there. So,
Get up. One of you come this side.
no, let them decide. Let them choose. So let them choose. My idea is one.
Come. Get up.
I'm inviting Zoom link రా. Zoom.
Come here.
నేను ఆటకి వెళ్ళిపోతా.
Come. So we need one more, right?
Sir, where is your team? You hide. You pull out people.
One of you just come behind.
Sir, you have to be specific. You point the finger to one guy. You say you come here. Otherwise, nobody.
We are
Oh, she has completed. Sir, you are lagging. Sir, please push up. No problem. Let him push out, then we'll distribute. 2. Okay.
Bro, do like this. Okay, bro. When they go, you do like this. ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ರೀಕನೆಕ್ಟ್.
At least four of them are there.
Sir, only 3. Ma'am, only 1 team.
Give your mobile, I'll capture a photo.
No, you choose
నా
from
మొబైల్
here.
పడుకుని వెళ్తున్నాడు. ఓ నీ లాక్లంతా ఓపెన్ చేసి వెళ్తానే. 0985 శ్రీకాంత్.
Check the markers here. No problem, no problem. Okay. आप देखो half है. You have chart paper? Okay. Ma'am, only one person in your team. Where are the others? Pull them from here, please. Ma'am, where is your team? Pull, ma'am, pull. No, it doesn't matter. You have to fill it. No mingling. You point the finger and say you come out here. No friends, huh? Everybody got a marker?
Hey, Shrikant, Zoom link రా. వచ్చేసారా?
ఎక్కడ ఇరుక్కున్నాం రా వచ్చి.
Okay. Sir, you choose from where they are maximum. So you do counting. They only have 4. They have 5. You can take 1 from here. They have 5. You can take 1 from here. They have 5. You can take 1 from there. Ma'am, only 2. Pull out, please.
జీరో 985.
Okay, you have 4. You have 4. Great. Okay. How many more people are expected now? So we'll let them go on. Thank you. So we will interact, lot of interaction will be there, okay? And I want you to be free, relax. There is no examination. Whatever the information or knowledge I have through experience, I will try to give it to you. If you have any question, you can ask anytime, okay? But interaction is the key. If you are not interacting, we are just sitting, okay? So, what do you see over there? What they're doing? They're aiming. Are you people aiming at your people? You come to me, you come to me. We are doing that, but with lot of hesitation. Why that hesitation?
Unknown people.
What fear is that?
Better than someone.
लोग क्या कहेंगे? Simple things. People are going to say something. People are going to tell me this guy is forceful. This is there. Just imagine a life when we were not so-called civilized. The target were very, very specific. We have to go for hunting. We have to find some prey. If you don't find the prey, very simple rule. We have to find a prey. We have to be focused. If we are not focused, we are going to sleep hungry. Now, when they go for a prey, is it very easy or a difficult work?
It's difficult. Depends on the skills of that.
How to develop that skill? Will it come overnight? Practice, correct? Even to reach at this stage, when we are saying this is not so-called civilization, still the skill is required, correct? It means you have to first find out how to hunt that, you have to form a team, somebody will chase it. If they are chasing a wild animal, there has to be a lot of coordination. If the coordination is not there, prey is gone. So today when we are forming the team, what we have learned that? Can we correlate it?
We don't have to be hesitant.
Yeah. Have we learned that skill yet? Have we learned that skill? We not learned it. Right? Still we have not learned it. So difficult, to call somebody, come and join my team. So difficult, to push somebody. So difficult. But those people are skilled. We are calling them, they are not civilized, but actually they are civilized. Okay. Have you seen somebody just like this? Seen pictures of this? Studied about it, something? Where?
Sir, whenever people are lost in forest and they want rescue, they'll put a fire so that the smoke, the people can find that there is something going on, and then they'll come and they'll rescue the people.
Okay, so this the cartoon represents the Red Indians, which used to stay in North America. Okay, so they have developed a very unique form of communication. People are staying very far. Somebody is in one hill, they want to communicate to somebody who's behind that hill. So they can't shout, they don't have equipments to communicate with them, they don't have means, and they want to communicate a message quickly. So they developed a system with the fire. So every smoke there is a words inside that. The formation of the smoke carries a certain message. So somebody behind the hill, if they see that the smoke is coming in this one particular form, like your emojis, they were able to decode that meaning. So people in every generation, every decade, every millennium has found out a way to communicate with each other. Now we have mobile. So the mobile has made our life very easy. I remember when I was still studying, I waited for around 8 months to get a telephone connection. It's so difficult. Kids must not realize, people of my age, maybe they will be able to realize. So, but we think, that the telephone or the mobiles or the internet are the means of the progress or the communication or growth in phase. But every generation people have found out some way where they have used the nature to its full potential and the system available during that period of time. They found out a device or a means or a system where they are able to communicate with each other. So why I am giving you all example, because lean business model appears to be a modern construct, but it is there. People are doing business in a similar form from a long time, but we have just synchronize into the shortest form available. Okay. You seen this picture? You guys don't read newspaper? I don't. How many of you read newspaper every day? Nobody. What is that? Fossil. But this picture was moving in the internet some days back. Recently.
If I'm not wrong, this Indus Valley, they are still executing things and it's still coming out. And it has come out somewhere in UP also.
But what is this specific picture like?
This is talking about civilization wherein they were using all these vessels and huge side skeletons are also coming out.
Yeah, I got it. But this is not a skeleton actually. This is not a skeleton. So they have the Archaeological Survey of India have done some digging in place, I think Rakhigarh in Haryana. So they found a jewelry factory. This is 5,000-year-old jewelry factory. It's a factory which was making jewelry during that period of time. So it means something was there. Jewelry factory was there. It means the art of segregating the jewel from the dust was, the gold from the dust was available. They have found out a process. So they would have built a business model also around it, correct? Or they were just producing the jewelry into the factory and it will get to the market. So they would also have a business model somewhere. Have you read something about that business model there? How many of the students of history? History, nobody likes it. Very boring. Eh? Getting marks was so horrible. My teacher used to sit down and she used to make 3 tons of paragraphs. One paragraph you, one paragraph you. So basically we are trying to practice English. So they would also have a business model, correct? If they don't have a business model, how they will sell jewelry? How many of you are from Kerala? Only one guy? So this is a fort called Muziris. Nobody have heard the name of that fort also. Vanished from the books of history. So somewhere in Kerala. So this is a map. So there is a map called the Ganga map, which is used by mostly the Romans. So they have described this city called Muziris in Kerala, which used to be a port city, and a lot of ships movement used to happen. So the ships from Rome will come. They will get the spices, the cotton from India, and some precious metals used to come from there, and they used to do trading with it. This port got vanished around 2000 years back. Vanished. We have not learned about it. We have forgotten about it. Okay. But the thing is, 2000 back, what was the business model? How they used to work? You just bring the spices from India, put into some street in the Roman Empire and sell it. Will it sell like that?
No, sir.
From? Yeah, please. So we have teams over here, ma'am, led by one of the faculty members. So all of you guys sit don't go together. Sit in, ma'am, you are also faculty, correct? Ma'am, you are faculty.
I am faculty, sir.
So you choose 5 people of your choice. You are also faculty, ma'am. You join here. Okay, ma'am, you come here and join here, please. Ma'am, you choose 5 people from of your choice. 5. 5 only, okay. You come and sit here. Ma'am, come and sit in the second row. and some more chart papers, and some more markers are required. Yeah. Marker. Marker is everybody has a whiteboard marker, and you have
No mark.
because we have to do exercise right now.
Shall I bring one?
You sit here only.
Ma'am? Ma'am, shall I bring
Boss,
marker, ma'am?
you come this side.
Mark.
Not going in separate places. I think yesterday only. Come and sit in that second last row, and you sit in the last row. But it will not be. Two markers, na? I think this row and that row also. We can get started. So we'll do exercise. Okay, we'll go back 2000 years back, then we'll come 2000 years forward. We'll do a comparison. Right? So we have two models. One is called a lean canvas, the lean canvas, and the business model canvas. Sometimes we use the terms interchangeably, but the canvas is used basically to solve a problem, and business model is basically to sell a product. So lean canvas is used to solve a problem. Okay. The problem can be very big. So first we have to identify what exactly is the problem. What we try to do is we try to put into one sheet. The problem can be big, the solution can be big, the distribution network, the channel, everything can be big. But what we try to do is we try to make it simple and put it into one page. Okay. So we try to do similar thing which people were doing earlier. We have now got it a method where we can put it into one page. Okay. So can all of you make a chart? The chart you have, can you make this thing? Column in one part. No. So team leader has to lead the team. It is your responsibility to collect the data from everybody. You have a discussion. Then put your form over. I am saying draw this chart into one part of it over here. Okay. Then we'll go back to that board sitting. Then you have a discussion among yourselves. Then we put a problem. What is the problem? What problem we are trying to solve? Go ahead. You all have a discussion. Then whoever is the team leader, they will present. Okay. Just a second. Did you come here? Second last. You come here. Sit here. Third row. Yes. No. Draw it. Yes. Like.
There are more numbers here.
Started drawing. Start drawing. Make it bigger, huh? Because you have to put words over there.
And we can utilize half of
ఫోన్
No, full.
మ్యామ్ ఫోన్ నా ఫోన్ ఇక్కడ పెట్టుకున్నారు.
Have Untitled.
మ్యామ్కి ఇలా వస్తుందంట, ఇలా
Can you go to
అంటే
library to do this exercise? First. No problem. We'll go and come back. Let's see how many chairs are there. How is drawing from your team? Start, Baba. Like this in the bigger chart. Yes, full page. Full page, Baba, full page you have to draw. Not half.
ऐसा नहीं आ रहा है, नहीं तो कैसा
Somebody is drawing there? Right? Major chart. It is not be creative. To talk to them. This is not an art class, okay? This is a management class. You just do it quickly.
Ma'am, I came today only.
You come here. You sit down this side. Sir, you go to side. I think first row is in. First row, sir. Done? Anybody done? Who has done that? Okay. Done. Very good. Done, ma'am? Done? Full page you have done, a half page? Right? I can do. Done, ma'am? Okay, great. Okay. Done, everybody? Okay. So they have certain headlines over there which they talk about the problem, which means what kind of a problem you're trying to solve. Another one is the solution, means whatever you think is the best available solution, you have to mention there. Unique value proposition means how your solution is different from other people. This all I'm sure you would have run in your management classes. Unfair advantage means if you are building that system, nobody should be able to easily copy. So that system has to be robust. Some new person want to enter into the system, it should become very difficult for him to enter. Correct? Customer segment means you have to first go and identify a customer. Who is your customer? How can you reach him? How can you make sure he or she buys from you? Three basic questions. Okay. Fourth one is existing alternative. So whenever you build a system, it's like a building an apartment. There has to be a foundation. It means you're building system on some other system. Correct? The watches now you're seeing on your mobiles, but that watch first people used to wear in your hand. Then there was a sundial, sand dial. There was alternative system. So this system was built upon another system. Nothing has come from vacuum. Okay. Key metrics means what are the other key things which you are planning to do? Means the key activities. Whatever the activities, it means your operation you are going to do. Then the high level concept means with whom you are comparing your solution. There has to be a comparison. Okay. The fourth one is channel. This channel is nothing but the distribution channels. If you have made a product or a service, you have identified your customer segment, how you are going to reach it to them. Okay. Early adopters. So if you make how many of you like pickles? All of you? How many have actually made the pickle with their own hands? Own hands? You have made a pickle? You have done? Okay. I don't know if it's language is available or not. People used to, the mango they used to try sun dry it or any vegetable. Turmeric. Okay. Chili powder. So they don't start eating directly. They give it first to testing somebody and get approval. How is it? It is done or not? Correct? So early adopters are also like that. When you have made a product or a service, you have to give it somebody to test it. How is it? And how people are accepting that. Okay? The cost structure, very important part. What is the cost, overall cost you are going to incur into that? And the revenue stream, what all revenue sources are there. So you have to make sure your revenue is always greater than your cost. Then you are in profit. If you have more cost, less of revenue, then you can't sustain for a long period of time. Okay, simple business model. So this we believe is a model construct, right, in one page. So we have learned from knowledge, experience, from one generation, another generation, build upon that cases, come to some conclusion, come to this format. But was this system available here also?
Maybe they don't have the classification what they are having now.
But they will have a system, na?
They have an system.
They will definitely have. So do you believe some psycho guy will bring a ship from some Africa, some European countries and come to India just like that? Who had taught them shipbuilding? You have to build big ships also, correct? You have to employ people for that. Then you have to identify what product you are making. Then you have to train somebody who is a sailor who can navigate that ship. Then you should have some connection, some farmer producer based out of here in Kerala. Buy the spices from them, get the metal. So it's a huge distribution network. Correct? Agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you have a modern construct, one page, clean canvas. Can we go back and try to construct for this? Okay. What is the first problem? What is the problem they are trying to solve?
Export and import of spices.
But why? Why they are coming to here for spices?
Because
They have lack of spices. Lack of spices.
They don't have the spices there. Correct? What is the problem they are trying to solve?
They need spices.
Okay, great. So they will bring the ship empty from there?
no, sir.
Whatever they move, they try to export this. They have excess and they try to export this.
Okay, so they will bring something. What
Try
can
to
they
barter
bring?
it.
Use your mobile internet, I have no issues. Okay, let's try to solve that problem. The old problem with the modern technique. It must be there. We don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. So you are a group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 groups are there. You have your team leads. You have a chart in front of you. You have this map. Time is 10:15. How much time will take to construct it?
It's coming like this. You can straight the mobile. No, sir.
15 minutes?
Yeah, you are doing live like this.
20 minutes?
Coming like that.
Okay, 10:15, 10:35 we'll have a discussion. Okay. So you have
Keep the phone like this. We'll try.
the problem.
For that you need to keep your mobile.
We have one chart, we have one diagram, correct? Okay. We have one map, correct? We'll see how 10 different solutions are coming over.
No use.
Can you all think alike? All of you can think alike
I'll check the
as a group.
bone and focus.
Okay. Let's start. Have a discussion among your team.
Means we need to
You have to interact. Pay attention there. Go interact with them. You are a part of this team? Ma'am, you have to interact there. All of you have to interact. Sir, interact.
Lose. ఇంకొంచెం ఎట్లా రావాలి ఓకే ఓకేనా
Balik, balik, balik.
Ma'am, we should also write, ma'am.
Any insight? You have contact with me?
Still they came now.
Pay attention here. Pay attention here.
Why is so dull?
You want to know about that?
It would be difficult for the other people to follow. Okay, we'll think about that when we move on to the customer.
You want an extension of 5 more minutes? Okay. 10:40.
Ma'am.
From Bangladesh to India. It takes somewhere around.
Like some rugged I'm like
Okay, so that everybody enjoy the thought process. Okay, so I will tell you about some innovative business model which is prevalent in our technology-based companies today. Okay, so there are four kinds of model which is people are adopting. If you had a brainstorming session, you would have realized that most of the work which this board was doing only a trading. You sell a physical product in exchange of some money or a barter system. Basically, changing of two products with either money or with another product. Okay. Now, global innovation, rental economy, subscription model, and on demand. I am telling you all these models based on the technology, the application based. Okay. So global innovation means you develop product for international market. You don't have the product, somebody gives you information, you develop it for them. Then rental economy means you rent out something. Like a co-working space is there, or the cab is, or on a monthly basis, you want some product to be delivered to your house. So that comes under the rental economy. Okay, you get a rent for that particular thing. Then subscription model is you subscribe some product. Whenever you want that, you know it will keep on to you subscription like the Pure Fit is there. You go to that gym on a monthly subscription basis. You pay them the money and you utilize their services. Another one is on demand. On demand means whenever you require that product should be available. Suppose you require some kind of a medicine, you order through an application app. That medicine comes to you. You order some food, or you order some kind of vegetables or dry goods, it comes to you. Okay, these are four models available. Now, how a technology company works. You will see a lot of companies are just focusing on collecting the data, but what do they do with that data?
They will improvise future products.
So they have a profile of you.
They plan and provide suitable products and service.
So if you see, Google is not only a search engine. Generally we use Google as a search engine, but Google has all these companies with them.
Advertising.
Google Fiber, Google Assistant, Pixel, Google Plus, Google Play, YouTube now, Android Auto shopping. Similarly, Amazon is not only ordering some kind of a stuff online, but you have Amazon Web Services, you have Prime Videos. From the same set of data, they have gone into multiple products. Okay. Similarly with Apple, similarly with Facebook. Clear? This is only based on technology. Okay. Valuation. How many of you have heard this word valuation?
valuation.
All of you almost. What is valuation?
So what's the worth of your company?
The value of
Comparison.
comparison. Okay. Valuation. What else?
The worth of the company, sir, in terms of money.
Worth. Okay.
Profit earned by the company.
Valuation is means if the company goes to the market tomorrow, if somebody has to buy that company, at what price they are going to buy it? In simple terms, if the company wants to sell it today itself, what price the other people are willing to buy it, that is called valuation. I am not going to financial terms, in simple terms we are talking about. You bought the coffee, 1 kg coffee from Chikmagalur at one certain price, it gains some value, then what price you sell it, it will be its valuation. Okay. Time is still. Okay, so what these companies do, they come on valuation. If you see Twitter when it was bought, okay, so so it was not bought. It is much more than 24 billion now. You know, the Elon Musk wanted to buy it for some 24. Okay, so I am telling you when it has gone for IPO. So when it has gone for IPO, it was already under a 79 million loss. A loss-making company has gone for an IPO. Similarly, when LinkedIn was purchased by Microsoft, it was 26 billion. Okay. Same thing happened with WhatsApp. Does WhatsApp generating any revenue right now?
No.
It will generate now. They have started integrating the payment gateway. Okay. So when it was purchased, it was 19 billion. 1 billion is 1000 CR approximately. 7,500 CR. 1 billion USD is 7,500 in Indian rupees. Okay. Uber, 82 billion has gone for IPO. This is how the technology companies work. Their focus is only on valuation, they are not focusing on the profit. So has anybody realized why they are focusing on valuation, why they are not focusing on profit? They don't have any kind of asset. What is the asset owned by Twitter? Maybe some office. They don't have factories. Same thing with Uber, same thing with WhatsApp, same thing with LinkedIn. They don't have factories. What is the valuation they are coming?
Brand.
Ability to generate trust.
Number of customers there.
Ability to generate
Sales, revenue.
So why they are going for this valuation? Why in financial terms? If you talk about balance sheet, if you talk about P&L, they are nowhere.
Future profits. So the existing customers and the habit customers, which they can get per year.
But see, Twitter, when they have gone for IPO, it was already under 79 million loss. There was no revenue to the company.
The capability
Future
of the company.
prospects.
Future prospects. What is that?
The potential of capability of the company.
Future prospect, what is that?
Goodwill. So the ability of different revenue models, different business models which they adopt. Goodwill, the brand image, these could be taken into consideration.
How many people have got diabetic patient in their houses? Who is there? Does he take diabetic medicine? From how many years? 8 years.
30 years.
30 years. Who is that?
My grandfather.
30 years is taking a diabetic medicine.
Insulin.
Insulin. So he is a customer for 30 years for that company. That is how the medicine industry works. They sell you medicine once, you have to keep on buying from them. Technology thing is also because they believe that if you have got one customer with you, then you are there with them. Subscription or Amazon has that Prime thing, you are watching the videos, but you are there with them. Churning. Okay. So why the valuation of digital company like this is asset. Some of you are commerce students, some of you have read the balance sheet. Okay. That the asset is always means something which is there with you. Always a cash or a building or a factory or something. Okay. Traditional model thinks that it is physical in nature, which is actually reflected in the balance sheet also. Till today. Owned by the company, and this is owned by the company. The asset belongs to the company. It doesn't belong to anybody. Technology company thinks otherwise. Reverse. They think that The asset is intangible, you can't touch it, but it is there. Okay, what is that intangible thing? I'll come to you. Owned by the company, it is through ecosystem. Ecosystem means for example, take us Uber or Ola. They have database. What is their database? The customers, the drivers, the pattern of the customer. The data is not in physical nature. That asset is not physical nature, but they know everything about you. So it will be useful for them. They can also sell a part of that data because they know that in what particular area you are most of the time. Based on that, they can suggest you restaurants or something. Interchanging. So for them, it is through ecosystem. All this data is shared by another. You imagine sometime you think you're talking to a friend or a family member about something, and when you are scrolling through the Facebook or Twitter, that particular ads start coming to you. What you spoke. Have you realized that, some of you? It means somebody is listening to our talks also. We don't know. This is an ecosystem. Okay. So building block of digital technology is, asset for them is research and development. Asset for them is the brand building. Asset for them is organization strategy, peer and supply network. A huge network of people around them. Customer and social relationship. Comprise data and software and the human capital. They focus more on human capital. They think that instead of buying a building, let me hire people and develop them. For that, humans become a capital for me, an asset for me. But on a traditional balance sheet, this will always go on a liability because that money is going out of the country, out of your books and book of accounts. Clear? Okay. We have done this. Okay, all of you on the old model. So when you have written the problem, have you written top 3 problems? What they are trying to solve? 3 problems or more or less? So 1 problem. Very good. Solutions 3 or more. Very good. USP. What is the USP for that product? Unfair advantage means nobody can copy it. Suppose ship is coming to you, making another ship is a Herculean task. Nobody will be able to compete with you. They can make small boats, but you can't make a bigger ship. Okay. Customer segment, target customers. Not everybody is your customer. You have to really identify who is your customer. Okay. Existing alternatives means how they are solving the problem. Suppose the people from the Europe are coming to Muslim port and taking the pepper from here. What is the alternative existing alternative available in that country? What they are using is instead of pepper. Yeah? Okay. Then key metrics means all your operations. You have to build a ship, you have to hire people, train for sailing, you have to connect with the people over there, you need to have money, you need to have water in the ship, food, then when you land there, you need to have known people there. Okay, all your list of operations. High level concept means you are competing with this into something else. Like when YouTube has gone into the market, they say Flickr was already there. They said we will be the Flickr of videos. Flickr was used to click only the photos. So they one says we will become the Flickr of the YouTube. But they are competing with the existing something. Okay. Channel means part to the customer. Now, if they have to sell the pepper back into their country, so they bought from here in India, they have to sell. So they have to have some shops over there. They are going to sell to one party, to another party. So that is your channel of distribution. Okay. Early adopter means when somebody gets one particular product easily, nobody is going to accept it easily. Correct? When LinkedIn was launched initially, people were not very. They were confused, what we will do with LinkedIn, why we have to put our biodata or full information into that LinkedIn, how is it going to be useful? We don't want to share it. But, so some people were early adopters, and on the early adopters, the system was built. And now it has, reached far more people, and a lot of hiring is happening through LinkedIn right now. Okay. Cost structure, so you should know what is your fixed cost, what is your variable cost, customer acquisition cost. Have you heard this term, customer acquisition cost? What is that?
Money spent to acquire a customer on advertising, various marketing.
Anything. if you have to get one customer, how much you're spending on his entertainment, his buying, his human capital, then finally he's coming and buying your services. That is called customer acquisition cost. Okay. Distribution cost, posting, people, etc. Revenue stream, another important part. All the sources of revenue you have to list out. Revenue model, lifetime value. So the diabetic example I give you, that is your lifetime value. You don't have to do that. So once you get a customer into one digital platform, you don't have to worry. He will be a customer, you have to just keep him engaged. Okay. Revenue and gross margin. Clear? So we have already discussed this. I have to run quickly. This is a business model for Amazon. Lean business canvas and business model are more or less the same. Lean canvas focus on problem solving. Business model canvas focus on the selling of a particular product. Okay. If you see the key partners, that is key activities, what is there in the lean canvas is logistic companies, third party application. They do a lot of API integration. Somebody who is a computer science student over there. Okay. Then what is the key activity? Logistic and the platform development and maintenance. Most of the products are the platform, they keep on maintaining them. Okay. Key resources. In order to run that technology platform, what do they require? They require technology infrastructure, their own servers, Amazon brand, and warehouses. Clear? Okay. Then value proposition. Low price plus fast delivery plus wide selection of product. Clear? Then you have market with access to millions of buyers. Lot of buyers available at one place. So any particular sauce which is not available in Bangalore, you can get it from any part of India. Even from foreign countries you can get that. That facility we never used to have. Okay. Then platform as a service. So the platform is basically trying to serve it. Okay. Then customer relation. How do they address their customer problem? Through automation, self-service, and they have a customer support. Okay, in simple terms. Channel, the distribution channel through the app and the website, both. Affiliate and AWS and API integration. Yeah. Customer segment. They have buyers, they have sellers. So they charge money from the buyers, they charge the money from the sellers also. And developers and businesses. Somebody want to do in B2B Amazon business, they have a different model for it. Okay. Then cost structure. So they have to spend money on warehouses, people and digital infrastructure. Clear? Then revenue streams, one-time sales, subscriptions and price. Commission on sales, pay per use and support subscription. Clear? So this is a business model. Interchangeably we use it with lean business canvas. Whatever you have done now, we have how much? Can I take 5 more minutes? You have made the chart for that port business. Can somebody come and present over here? One guy. Volunteers. If you have to do business, you have to be volunteer. People will laugh at you, make fun of you, still you have to do it. You want somebody help to hold you?
I will hold the change. He was like, I will one pocket.
Yes, please.
So one of the biggest problems that we found out in that business was ship docking, that's the traffic of the ship and how it's all been managed. And the other thing is onboarding of all the materials, for taking care of all the logistics and everything. That was one of the problems. And yeah, sourcing of the spices from all over the state in order to get it to the port. And then mode of transaction. And 2000 years back, we didn't have currencies. And I think the country, had a different mode of transaction. So gold was also not most preferred, and there was barter system in few places, and people did not know exactly how the trading should happen, how you will value barter system. That was one thing. And another thing was a communication problem. There was no translators because people had different languages, and that's the problem. So we thought we'll actually come up with a product that's going to help us solve all these problems. And our solutions would be, assessing the flow of traffic and planning accordingly, better use of annuals at back then, and a few mechanical additions to get the boarding faster, and then creating bigger agricultural fields within the kingdom in order to source more products, and then making gold as a mode of transaction which is universal, then educating traders. So when our product was basically on educating traders on how the business and trading works, like what are the crop that's at the peak of this year that's going to happen, and a book that will help in translating other languages to our language, like, which basically is happening in Kerala back then. An unfair advantage was ours is the only place in the whole world will have which has spices. Our customer segments will be traders, merchants, sailors, and brokers who will be dealing with it, and existing alternatives, profound scholars who are good in translating and good with all these trading skills and stuff. Key metrics will be number of ships and its flow, spices production capacity, and our high-level concept is making a book with tips of all the trade and the translating things. Like all the people coming from different countries, their languages to our language. A book which will have different versions for every trader. Channels are usually word of mouth, a satisfied customer. Person who is actually having our book might possibly have a better traction in the business. Early adopters will be first time visitor traders, like people who are first time into our country for trading and they know much about trading in India. So they'll be our first early adopters. And cost structures is basically based on our current paper cost and the distribution cost back then. I'm not aware of it. Sure. The revenue streams will be customer by buying books and customers who want to buy different version of our books, and we'll keep updating it. And that will be, that's all we thought of this particular book.
Okay. Okay, anybody else? Last? Anybody has a better version? Come on guys, you have to volunteer. Volunteering is life. Very good. Take help, take help.
People like that.
You can't do everything alone. Nobody can do.
Problems are like the land in spices and finance problems and taxation by government problems and port and convincing the locals. So solution for the of spices to get something in return. Then training the captains and other people so that we can manage the transactions, trading easily. Then
Guys, pay attention here, please. Please respect their time.
then informing locals and other people so that accessing might become easy. Then unique value proposition, easy and fast work, reaching the destination on time, goods will be perishable. Then having the blueprint of the port which makes the trading easy so that where the shipment should be loaded or bottomed down. Then unfair advantage, advanced information on import and export. Then customer segments are wholesalers and spice traders.
You have to make it 2000 years back. You have made a modern terminology.
Then to wholesalers then.
But you are traders. You're right, that is very good. But just in time, all those terminology will use in first time. Let them know then after that. Okay.
At particular century or 5th century, what the traders
Pay attention.
So what they needed, the problem was black pepper, because Indian subcontinent was the largest producer of black pepper and was called black gold at that time. So they wanted black pepper and other precious items like precious stones, beryl, pearls, diamonds, sapphire, ivory and Chinese silk, which was only provided through India. So that was what made Romans and Persians come to India, Indian subcontinent. Solution was barter system. So what we had to give them was gold coins, textiles and copper, glass, wine, antimony. All of this was provided by them. So they used to take our pepper and they used to give this. And they also wanted artifacts, gold, silver. Value proposition is, why would they barter from India? Because the reasons are cheap items and it's very affordable. Compared to their currency value, Indian currency was low. It is also now. Uniquely available materials and largest producer of black pepper, as I said.
So we'll give the chance to this team. Thank you guys.
A very good morning to one and all being present here. Thank you for giving the opportunity, sir. So today we will be looking into the lean canvas. So the first problem which has been identified was to discover the trade route, and another problem is no existence of the another medium. So when there is a problem, even we need to look into the solution also. So the solution which we have given here is they became the first emporium of India where the ships assisted and where exporting the commodities were exchanged, and another system was the barter system. So the another solution was the barter system where the goods were being exchanged for the goods itself. So the unique value proposition was the PAP was to increase the economy of the locality as the large number of the ships came and took back paper, etc. in exchange of the gold. So the unfair advantage. The unfair advantage was to become the major center for spice. Less than 1% of spice was extracted. So the next customer segment was it segmented the market on the basis from the geographical factor and took the advantages. The existing alternatives, the local people, the existing alternatives can be said as the local people because once they are exporting or importing the food, the pepper or anything, suppose if the person is giving for the higher rate and the low quantity or the low quality, they even can go to the localites and ask for the another alternative. It might be they can even export or import the pepper or any other spices also. So we have taken the localites.
Okay. There is a time pressure. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you. So what we have seen is this model has existed there at that time also. We don't know it by this name. You have given a name. Somebody has given you a name now. People, your parents have given you a name. But you are a characteristics, correct? Then your friends have given you a nickname because based on your different activities or your different characters. So that is a different thing. So this model was there. It keep on evolving. But you see the problem which they are trying to find, the customer segment we talk about in that time. Even if we have to get something imported from outside, who can afford that imported item? This class only. Pepper was very expensive commodity only, which during those periods used to be able to. It was not for commoners. Correct. Port also, and when they sell it, they will sell it at a price. Okay, when somebody buys in that European country, Rome or Italy, only the elite class would be able to buy that, correct? Not everybody can afford it. So we have to go into deep diving, but we have to appreciate that there was one lean canvas and one situation, but everybody has got a different one. And different interpretation, different meaning out of it. Okay. By this, I just end this presentation. Thank you so much.
Go for a small break. Registered participants from Kasturi campus, AD College, and ED Self faculty coordinators. Refreshments is arranged outside. Quickly have and come. The next speaker has arrived. Others go for a short break and come back. In 5 minutes, you should be back here for the next session.